A flat tire can happen to anybody at any time, and no matter how big or small the puncture is, there is no way that you want to be driving around on a tire that has no air in it. Here's a tutorial on how to change out for the spare tire that's in your trunk. First, you want to make sure that you're parked on level, flat, firm ground. Put your car into park and pull the e-brake firmly to hold the car in place. Pop the trunk. Remove the plastic tray on top of the spare tire. Take the tools out. Unscrew the center cap holding the spare tire in place. Lift the spare tire out of the trunk by using your arms and not your back. The jack is held in place in the trunk because it is slightly expanded. Twist the end of it counterclockwise to compress the jack again, and it should slide right out. Place all of the things from the trunk next to the flat tire on your car. Slide the jack under the car at the lift point. You can find the lift point by finding 2 dents in the ridge that runs along the bottom side of the car. Lift the jack until it begins to lift the car off the ground, but leave it down for the moment. Pull the tire iron and the jack crank out of the styrofoam casing. With the flat tire on the ground for friction, use the tire iron to loosen the lug nuts, but don't remove them. Pick up the jack crank and put the hooked end into the loop on the end of the jack. Turn the crank clockwise and you'll start to see the car lift off of the ground. Raise the car up until the tire is completely in the air. Using the tire iron or your fingers, remove the lug nuts from the hub. Remember to turn counterclockwise to loosen the lug nuts. You'll find this job will be much easier if you start with the top lug nuts and work your way to the bottom. When you only have one bottom lug nut left to go, use your foot to brace the bottom of the tire so that it doesn't swing out from the hub when you aren't ready for it. Pull the tire off of the hub and roll it to the back of the car. Carefully lift the spare tire into place on the hub. Hold the tire in place as you put the lug nuts on to ensure that it is completely on the hub. Failure to do this could cause the wheel to shift while you're driving, and that can strip your studs. Tighten the lug nuts by hand as far as they will go, and then finish them with a quick turn from the tire iron. Using the jack crank, turn the jack counterclockwise until the car is on the ground again. Using the tire iron, tighten the lug nuts the rest of the way. You may need to use your foot to get extra leverage, but it's important to make sure that you do not stand on the tire iron because this much force could damage the studs on the car. Lift the wheel with the flat tire into the trunk of the car. Place the closed jack in its cradle and twist it clockwise to fix it in place. Put the trunk tray back into the trunk on top of the flat tire and put the tools and the spare tire retainer on top. Close the trunk again and you're ready to drive. Note that the spare tire is only a temporary tire and will only last a couple of thousand miles. You will want to get your full-size tire repaired or replaced and back on the car as soon as possible.